Welcome to the Tough Decisions Network. This is your tip of the day. Be sure to visit toughdecisions.net to sign up for our free weekly entrepreneur email, where we send you news about the latest technology for your business, inspiring quotes, and the latest entrepreneur books. That's toughdecisions.net. Before we get started, let's hear from one of our sponsors. Have you ever thought about investing in real estate, but find yourself so busy that you don't have time for it? Do you have FOMO, which is the fear of missing out? At HanfordCapital.com, we help investors with passive real estate investments that project better returns than traditional investment vehicles such as the stock market. If you'd like to find out more about our passive real estate investments, visit HanfordCapital.com. That's HANDFORD capital.com. We will jump on a call with you to discuss your investment goals and to see if our investments are a good fit for you. This advertisement is not to be construed as an offer or recommendation to buy or sell a security. Visit HanfordCapital.com. With us today is Cliff Oxford with the Oxford Center for Entrepreneurs, which is an Advantage Media Forbes Books company. Welcome to the podcast, Cliff.
Thanks for having me.
Today, we are on tactic 9 of 16. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast to get future tactics, and also be sure to go back and listen to other tactics on our Tough Decisions Network daily tips that we've already covered up to this point. Today, Cliff, we're going to be talking about dealing with a deadlock. Many times in a negotiation process, an impasse will occur, and this is kind of where that deadlock starts.
You know, every deal dies 3 times, at least 3 times, because of deadlocks. An experienced negotiator knows that's just part of the process. And when you're dealing with a deadlock, I love deadlocks because by that time you usually have gotten into deep in negotiations, and a deadlock gives a chance to reset the table. And don't just dwell on what's deadlocked. Reset the table with other agenda items, with other benefits, with other features. And I think if you're a smart negotiator, you'll come back with it from a deadlock with new, innovative terms. So, you know, if you're going to lose, get creative. If you're deadlocked, get innovative. Come up with new things to add or take away. Deadlocks is actually a healthy part of a negotiation.
Well, and what happens if, because sometimes I've been in negotiations before, and on the other side of the table, you have what you would call a brilliant jerk, or, somebody who's coming out of corporate hell, if you will. And so what do you do when you when you have somebody like that on the other side of the negotiating table to help disarm that?
Well, that's a good question. We don't get to pick our negotiators, our counterparts, do we? And, you go back to the basics. A brilliant jerk, most of the time, you're not going to get that brilliant jerk replaced. For whatever reason, that's who's in that seat. Go back to your selling the story, embracing the other people's agenda, and flipping through these 16 points. I do it 2 or 3 times a year, by the way, and I wrote the things. You got to reacquaint yourself with the basics.
Thank you for listening to today's daily tip. Please subscribe to the Oxford Center's morning email report to stay current with high-level entrepreneur news by visiting oxfordcenter.com. Thank you for listening to the Tough Decisions Network. Be sure to visit toughdecisions.net to gain access to show notes for this episode and to join our free weekly entrepreneur email, where we will send you news about the latest technology for your business, inspiring quotes, and the latest books for entrepreneurs. That's toughdecisions.net.